I wanna wish you well, so here's your wishing well, and may your wish come true, the ones I wish for you.
Welcome to another episode of Talkin Spiciness. I am Spiceybeandip.
I am Bakeness.
And today we got Zach, and please, I know we've been working for a little bit, but how do you say your last name again?
Kiekhaefer.
Kiekhaefer.
I know it's something simple like that. I've been pronouncing that wrong.
It's like you do a little key, and the letter K,
Alright.
number 4.
Kiekhaefer. That's what I was saying. I was going a little more German.
That's been the challenge so far, man. It's like, damn, like how am I gonna, promote Kiekhaefer? You know what I mean? But it's unique, so that's kind of been
people learn your name.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd say like we were just talking about the Tai Verdes. I was saying his name, Tai Verdes.
Yeah.
Fucking like a white guy for a long time. So.
Yeah. And then you are a local musician, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What kind of music or describe your music for us?
Sure. So I describe myself as like, some singer-songwriter, some lo-fi pop kind of vibe. I do some stuff on my piano, just acoustic, and also I'll make lo-fi beats and rap or sing over them. And so I love that jazzy kind of style, and take a lot of jazz elements in my music and put it out there. So
I let a dude at my work list do one of your songs. My janitor, the black dude, is like, man, he sounds like kind of old school vibes, pretty chill music.
Yeah,
man.
Keep it low key, but the live shows are also pretty hype and fun.
Yeah, you get pretty hype.
Yeah, for sure. Some songs do. Some songs will make you cry. It's kind of like a crazy range of emotions at a Zach Kiekhaefer show. So. How's
the party life of it? I know you're 18, so
yeah. I mean,
it has to come with some partying.
Absolutely. There's a little bit of that for sure. It's going on right now. Just graduated high school.
All right.
Congrats.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And then you also had a show today, didn't you?
Yeah, I did something at Rhino for a Youth on Record. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Youth on Record, but they started a little while back. It's like a non-profit for the youth for just like studio time and studio equipment for underprivileged kids. And so you can go in there and crank some stuff out.
And that's dope.
So I was really excited to be part of something like that for them. So
that's awesome. Were you just like raising money for like those kids, or just kind of doing like a free show?
Yeah, it was a big block party. So everybody, it's like that developing Rhino area down there. So all these new, mm-hmm. All those new businesses down that little strip right there, they all came out. And,
was it in that like little like container area, like they had like containers in the ground, kind of that?
It's a little bit. I think it's a little bit north of that.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
exciting.
So so it was really fun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, go on.
I wasn't saying. I'm just listening.
Right. And then you just saying, and then your next show is at the Roxy.
Yeah. So June 25th, I'm headlining the Roxy Theater, the one on Welton. It's gonna be my second headliner in Colorado, my third show, so I'm pretty proud of that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome to get a headlining show so fast.
I appreciate it.
How long have you been making music? Or releasing music?
Sure. So I released my first song like 7th grade. It's called Hey Little Darling, and it was out for like a few months. Blew up like the first day. I got like 1,000 listens or something. Like, blew up in my eyes, right? As a little 7th grader.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah. And so, pretty cuss, I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've already cussed like 1,000.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
That's half my vocabulary.
Like the first minute will be okay, and then next thing you know, we're just cussing the rest of the night.
Wait till our whiskey kicks in.
Okay. Say less. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Oh yeah, 7th grade. So that blew up, and I was like, oh my god,
like this is something.
Like, oh my god, I'm gonna be famous. You know what I mean? So I was like,
that's awesome,
damn. And then it was like summer, and I was like, oh my god, this is the worst thing that I've ever deleted it. I was like, and so that got to like 7,000 views, and like I was like 8th grade. I was like, done.
Deleted it.
Then I started releasing a bunch of covers on SoundCloud, and then those started to blow up. And then I was like, oh my gosh.
What's your favorite cover that you did?
Like released?
Yeah.
Probably, I did one by Bruno Major. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him.
So.
Yeah, he's like, he's more underground, but he's like a jazz pop artist.
I do love some jazz.
Yeah.
They have some funky tunes.
I know. I love jazz more than anything. He did a song called Easily. That's on SoundCloud right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm releasing another cover off of my EP that's coming out June 24th.
Right before your show.
It's gonna be like, we're all gonna listen to the songs for the first time at the same time, which is gonna be dope.
Oh, dope. Where are you doing that at?
At the Roxy.
Oh, at the Roxy. So we're gonna just kind of jam out to it.
Yeah, it's kind of like an EP release party is kind of what we're calling it.
Oh,
so,
hell yeah.
So yeah, it'll be just me this time. I just had a headliner at the Marquee Theater down there, and
that place is dope. I like the Marquee.
Oh, it's so awesome. Being on the same stage as like Mac Miller was there. It's like kind of surreal.
Yeah, Matt Lethal was there, and
that's crazy.
Just being on stage in general is like amazing. Because I come from a family of musicians, and like I've always seen them on stage. The only time I've ever been on stage is like helping them set up as a little roadie kiddo, and then kick me off. I think the only real main stage I really have is this podcast right here. It kind of feels like that hardwood floor, you know.
Oh man, it's a lot of you have a lot of power when you're upstage.
Oh, I bet.
You can make the crowd do anything you want, and it's kind of surreal. It's so surreal, and it's like I'm addicted to it. Yeah. So I don't see myself stopping anytime soon.
I'm pretty stoked to go see your show.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be so dope.
So I'm kind of curious, how did your very first song go?
I could play a little snippet for it if you want.
Oh, you're not gonna sing it for us?
Oh god. I don't even know if I can remember how to sing it.
Oh no.
But no, it was on SoundCloud, and it was like it's only private, so nobody else can listen.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So you try to pull
it
up.
No. When you get like all like super big and everything, like a giant, like living in a mansion and everything like that. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna drop this first single. Yeah. Boom. What is that song about?
Honestly, like I've told everybody it wasn't really about anybody in particular. You know, it's just kind of like, what can I like rhyme that might sound kind of good with my piano?
I listened to a few of your songs, and it definitely sounds like someone hurt you.
Yeah.
You had a girl at one point.
Yeah, there was a couple girls, but you know, it's like, if you get in a relationship with me, like you have to know like a song's coming.
It's coming.
You know,
Alright, Taylor Swift.
Exactly.
No, that's the reason why I would ever date Taylor Swift. Like, I want her to write a song about me.
Right.
Like, come on.
Right.
I'm sure there's a song about me out there somewhere.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Or someone that dedicated a song to me.
No, and there's some girls that know, you know, my songs are directly about her.
Do you have to like? I heard like there's like some artists that have to go be like, hey, this song's kind of about you. Is that okay if I
think that's all.
Such thing? Like, what was it? Hey there, Delilah.
I think it's only if you use a name, a specific name.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
That makes sense. I released one on SoundCloud. It was like a SoundCloud exclusive. It's called Roll Ice Cream. It was definitely, everybody knows it's kind of about one specific person. But you know, it's like,
That sounds like a dope song though.
It was pretty dope. It's just a repetitive, you know, 4-chord voice memo that I just dropped on SoundCloud. It was kind of right in the heat of the moment, and I wrote the whole thing in like, you know, a couple hours. And
nice.
Like, this needs to get out there, and so put that out on SoundCloud, and you know, that one did really good too. So.
Do you want us to play some of your music on SoundCloud?
Yeah, guys, I'd love for you to.
I don't know if you play it on here.
On Spotify.
Sure. My laptop sucks for sound quality, so I'm not gonna try.
We have to get another cord so we can link it up to the mixer.
Gotcha.
Alright. Are you nervous about your Roxy show? This is like the the biggest thing you're gonna be at, right?
Yeah. You know, it's kind of nerve-wracking. I mean, there's such a huge marketing part of it. You know, just being local.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I have a label to, you know, to promote everything. It's,
right.
You know.
Shout out to independents.
Exactly.
Out there, you know?
Exactly.
Stuff like this, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why we kind of started this whole podcast, is to get like underground, or like just kind of starting out artists and everything out there, and help get more.
I just wanted an excuse to drink.
Word. No. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous, but I know, you know, whether it's 10 people that come or, you know, 500, the set's still gonna be the same energy and everything. You know what I mean?
You said it's only you, or are you gonna have some people open?
I'm gonna have some openers. Yeah, I think we got 4 or 5 openers, so it's a pretty big show.
All local?
Yep, all local. But yeah, like I had a band for the one at the Marquee, and this time it's just gonna be more of an intimate thing. Yeah, with just me. So, so I'm stoked for that.
Yeah.
So
this one's just you, no band, or you have a band?
This one's no band.
No band.
Yeah,
okay.
but I'll be playing piano, and it'll be a blast.
Heck yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, you actually have a piano on your set and everything?
Yep.
Yeah, you roll it?
Yep. So I'm looking into doing some, like live beat making, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Which might be kind of dope.
Yeah. Who was it? I think when I went to see Mag Lethal at the Marquee, there's this guy called what is his name? Man, he's a local rapper from Colorado. Why is it getting away from me? His CD's stuck in my car because my car ate my CD and won't give it back to me. Dang it.
Younger or older?
He's older. He's an older rapper. But he was making like live beats and like rapping to them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it was tight. I'll think of the name once it decides to come back to me in the middle of it. I'll be like, oh, it was that guy.
Yeah. No, I think like showcasing that creative side, like a creative, like making stuff. You know, it's like I think that's pretty impressive. Like seeing that live.
Have you ever? Do you know who Tosh Santana is?
Mm-hmm.
So like, my buddy first got me on her. She's this girl from South America, I think.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. But but she's like, when she goes on stage, she has all her instruments in there, and she starts playing one chord and just loops it and continues doing that, and then she starts singing and puts it all together. It's pretty dope. Maybe I'll toss it on there for you.
Yeah.
So you can check her out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for your first song, who did you want, or what song? What song do you want to start off with first?
Let's do Trust Me I'm Fine.
Okay.
That one's kind of bumping right now on SoundCloud.
That's your newest, right?
Yep. It's definitely my most successful one right now. So yeah, I'd love for all you guys to hear it.
Alright. I think it's 1-2.
1-2 is the artist?
I think it's 1-2.
That's a dope name.
2-1. Yeah, no, it's dope. It was really cool.
We on the same page. Really crazy if you think that I'm never gonna change.
That's why we need the headphones just to check that we're picking it up good. I don't know if mine's
Don't make up a lie. Don't put words in
I'll turn it around.
I don't think you can tell this isn't what I'm about. I already know I'm in your head rent free. I know I'll hear it from your friends, girl, I guarantee. Gotta block it out like hard and take a step back. You barely even know who I am. We are like that. I got a lot of big plans, you ain't one of them. I got a lot of big fans and you're one of them. You stalk my social media, you call me when you're drunk. You wanna ride home, oh girl, I think you're out of line. I think I'm trying to tell you I'm fine, and I promise me this isn't a lie. Trust me, I'm fine, you ain't really on my mind. Trust me, I'm fine, I'll be better in time. Trust me, I'm fine with you left behind. Oh, trust me, I'm fine, girl, trust me, I'm fine. Everybody said they couldn't live without her, nobody said they could find another. You don't understand the complications, I'll give you an explanation. Living solo, when is it time for me to go home? Going out every night, doing different function, this might lead to my destruction. Forever, girl, that's too long, you can think this last, I think you're wrong. I can do better, and so can you. This is it, girl, I think we're through. I bet you didn't think about like this. A one-way road to the top, watch this. If you're not with me, go home, be alone, I'm in the zone, yeah. Oh, relax, let's get something clear. No way, I'm the reason you're here. You can leave whenever, go on future endeavors. I'll be fine wherever, go on and be with whoever. I didn't need you then, I don't need you now. How else can I say I won't be hanging around? Who knows where I'll be in New York and California. I've said it enough, girl, I really don't want ya. Trust me, I'm fine, you ain't really on my mind. Trust me, I'm fine, I'll be better in time. Trust me, I'm fine with you left behind. Oh, trust me, I'm fine, girl, trust me, I'm fine. You're going crazy, girl, how do you even notice? It seems
Yeah, we definitely tried to put like as many instruments in this one as we could.
I dig it.
it's my
Your
opportunity.
little maracas.
Yeah, dude. It's just a sample I found. I was like from like the '60s, and I was like, it's in there.
It's done. It's over with.
All the Boston
Yeah, a
vibes.
lot of those like old school like 60s and like 50s and 70s.
It's unbeatable.
I feel like that's like how Wu-Tang like that kind of stuff.
100%.
Tyler, Creator.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Love this joint. It was time for me to stop like missing my ex and talk about how I
Don't need her.
don't.
Oh yeah.
So
We'll get to that point.
Drop this one.
That's one way to get through it.
No, seriously. I mean,
I just drink a lot.
What's next?
what's next? Well, so I have a song coming out next Friday. It's called I Hope You Know.
Okay.
Back to the sad stuff, fortunately, but this one is truly my best creation. I'm trying to put it in a movie. I'm trying to, really trying to work on some sync licensing stuff for that one.
Heck yeah.
And then the EP comes out the 24th. It's gonna have some songs that are already out. It's gonna have some new songs. It's gonna have some acoustic songs.
There you go.
Might throw a voice memo on there. We'll see what happens.
Now EP's extended play for those who don't know, right?
Yeah.
And it's just EP and then LP, right? LP's long play.
Yep.
Right. That's a longer album than an EP, right?
Yep. So.
How many songs total on that album?
I believe there's 8 or 7. I think it's 8. Yeah.
How many new ones?
Let's see.
It's like 30 minutes though.
1, 2. I think we got 4 or 5. So.
That's good. Good joints.
Yeah.
You got JK just said, or JKey472 said, "Sing If I Ain't Got You."
Wait, a cover request? Is that
Yeah.
Cover?
Is that a cover?
Yeah.
You did?
Alicia Keys? Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I did that one.
Dude, Alicia Keys on the keyboard or the piano.
No, insane.
Insane.
And the fact that she can sing just as good.
Gorgeous.
Is that something you sing on, or you usually do at your shows?
I can try my hardest.
Yeah?
I have to be back again. I'm not gonna lie.
You want to give us a little example right now for our homeboy?
Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. How's that?
Perfect, I like it.
If it's ain't you, babe, I got you, babe.
That's right.
If I could sing, I would sing because I'm an awful singer. I don't know how my family's so talented, and I got nothing. The only thing I got was maybe a little bit of a artistic side of me, and then that's about it. And so,
If you want to say artistic.
yeah.
Creative.
Creative. I like the word creative. There you go. Let's use creative. I don't know if Twitch can see that. I have no Instagram cam.
No.
Instagram can see
You can
it.
see the bottom of it. Bring it down to the couch. Between the couch. Yeah, it's probably not in the light. Bring it over here.
I'll try.
This wall's blank.
You're blank.
I'd put that on my wall for sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
$10. No.
$10. Give it a couple years and then $20.
Yikes.
Heck yeah. Now.
Did
I'm
you
guessing-
do?
oh, good.
Did you do any schooling for vocal stuff?
Yeah,
or-
so I went to Green Mountain High School for my first couple of years,
Nice.
and then that was when I started to get bigger on SoundCloud and bigger on Spotify and everywhere else. Started putting more music out there and decided I really wanted to get serious about this. So I transferred to Denver School of the Arts
Nice.
and got a bunch of vocal training there. Made some really big connections. Shout Miguel Crandall for he was one of my classmates who found me. I was like, yo, he was already in the scene and like, hey, come open for me at the Marquee.
Nice.
So I opened for him, and that was a big one for me. And so I was like,
That kind of sparked it a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Or
Absolutely.
exactly what sparked it the most.
Was there a lot of people at that show?
yeah, it was a huge showing. I'm really proud to say that like all the ones that I've done. The two that I did the Marquee, the showing was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
So-
I think I was looking through your Instagram. And I saw like photos like of the Marquee, of you were like headlining at Marquee, and it looked packed.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like, holy
dude.
cow, like this Rocky.
I'm extremely thankful, and I'm hoping the Roxy's the exact same way. I'm like I love it. I love what I'm doing right now, and I hope I keep doing it forever and ever and ever. You know what I mean? So
Hell yeah.
I thought about so I'm going to Hofstra University to extend that the music thing.
Yeah, what is Hofstra University for those that don't know?
Yeah, no, it's just like it's a private like liberal arts school in Long Island, and yeah, it kind of had everything I wanted. Majoring in music business over there, and I'm stoked to further pursue being the Big Apple and a lot.
You get a little bit more like the bigger venues over there and
Yeah,
everything, getting
yeah.
those connections.
Hoping a lot comes out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
So,
sure, man. Especially if you do like your live band and everything like that. Like for me, I'm a sucker for live bands. And
Yeah.
it just I don't know why it just hits different.
Yeah.
You know?
No, there's such an emotional connection to seeing somebody live and especially if you're up close. You know, I mean, it's just like, you know, you listen to somebody on the radio and then you see them in person, and it's like you have to remember that they're just like a regular person.
Right.
I think, like, honestly, I've seen Cottonmouth Kings and Tech Nine.
Okay.
Those are the two artists I've seen the most live.
Nice.
And now they're just like completely. Well, Cottonmouth Kings has just disappeared because a bunch of shit that happened to them. But I don't know. That was old school stoner music too. So like that was back before it was legalized. That was their whole movement, was they sing because they wanted to legalize marijuana everywhere, and then once it became legal, they kind of like split up and like weird shit.
We got what we did. Let's go later.
And Tech Nine was like, I'm never going mainstream, and then now he's completely mainstream.
I don't know
but
if
he's
he's really
making
mainstream.
He is.
I think he's like
the Rock, fucking Dwayne the Rock Johnson in one of the fucking albums.
Yeah, but
he's singing
Dwayne always
shit.
been listening
So
to
it's
songs,
like,
so.
that's about as
He's always been
mainstream as you
listening
can
to
get. I don't know if I
Dwayne the Rock Johnson is the top.
Yeah.
Do you know he put out like a rap song before?
He did?
Yeah, before this, and it was it's alright.
He would stick to wrestling.
I like his movies.
No, stick to movies. I would say the movies are better. It's all acting.
Right.
You brought up Logic. I'm guessing he's like one of your inspirations for just
I was gonna ask that.
singing and
What are your inspirations for music?
Logic. I mean, I take inspiration from it. I don't think I can name just
You
one
love
specific person.
First CD. That's it.
Sure. Yeah, probably Logic. Chelsea Cutler is a huge one for me. Actually, I met her when she was really small, and down at the Lammer Lounge.
Mhm.
And now I just saw her at Red Rocks, not too long ago. And it's like, it's just kind of just like seeing how she's built her career up from, doing a venue just the size of like the Marquee or the Rock.
Something small and then going to
Putting in the work,
massive.
How do you get somewhere like that? And it's just, that grind and, work ethic is super inspiring to me. Logic's message has always been consistent. That peace, love, and positivity.
Of course, all that positive energy always going to build up and everything like that. So
no matter what, no matter what the music is, as long as you're spreading a positive message, as a person, that inspires me incredibly. So absolutely. So I love Logic for that.
Yeah.
I always listened to. Starting off, I didn't get huge into rap. Like my first CDs were Bob Marley, Tom Petty, and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
That was the greatest hits of those three, and that's all I had for like the first 2 years of my life. That's all I fucking listened to. And then I kind of started getting into like a lot sadder, stupider songs like Jack Johnson and Dave Matthews and shit. And then my sister.
There's nothing wrong with Dave Matthews.
Yeah, I like Dave Matthews. I love all music. I have a very wide range. So my sister, ICP, and like Twisted, and all of like the Juggalo scene, and she did that. And my brother kind of had got her into it, but he was more metal, heavy metal, Nirvana, and then Slipknot, and even heavier if you want to go Acid Bath. I don't know if you even know it. That's an old school. It's darker, heavier music.
Gotcha.
So my genre of music goes from lovey, light to hate, dark, heavy.
I think my first CDs were like the traditional like Backstreet Boys, like NSYNC, like the boys band and everything. Those songs still hold a dear love in my heart.
Thinking about it, we say CDs, but you're like almost the age where you weren't even born into CDs. Right. You were born into MP3s and shit.
Even if that, like,
I owned a couple CDs when I was like, it's like Kids Bop.
Yeah.
I think Kids Bop was the first. It was like Kids Bop 20. That was the first one I ever bought.
Oh, damn.
And that shit was lit.
You throw fucking 16 people singing a song.
Wait a minute. There's 20 songs I can choose from.
All of these. Yes. Was it? No, we had there's a CD called Now. That's what I call music. Yeah. And they I think I started collecting all of them, and I stopped at like 15. Like, this is stupid. And I think I looked it up the other day. Like, no, this is 125. It's called music.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
That's right. Forever.
Yeah.
JT said Zach grew up on Rush and John Denver. Hey, Rush is variety.
That's funny. That must be my dad then. He's like, yeah.
Exact spot.
That.
And then I went over. I think my first like explicit CD was Eminem, and I think I like hid it away from my parents.
That's funny.
Because they were like, "You can't listen to this. This is bad." And I was like, "It's not that bad." And I was like, looking at it, oh yeah, that's pretty bad. And then I got in. I don't know if you ever heard of Brother Lynch Hung. He's this rapper on the West Side, and then
started with strange music with like Type 9.
before strange music.
Well, he got big with strange music. Yeah.
But I listened to like a lot of his older stuff. But like I was like, "Ooh, this guy's just like talking about like eating people and just really like horror rap and
Dark music. Like I was saying, we go, which that's what Type 9 was, because he kind of or that whole strange music gets strung from like ICP, and that's how Tech 9 actually kind of blew up, was through Psychopathic Records, which is the Insane Clown Posse's like label or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then from there, just because of the Juggalos and all the people loving him, he kind of got bigger, and then from there he grew his own fan base, which is exactly what all our music artists do.
Absolutely.
And so people fall in love with certain songs, and other people obviously hate them. But because I have showed one person at my work your song, and he's like, it sounds like he's a little bitchy.
Sometimes I think about that when I'm writing. I'm like, damn, Zach.
I can't go that sad.
But no, I'm like the one that just
your music's been fucking awesome. Everything I listen to, I really like.
No, I appreciate it.
Your YouTube videos, you got plenty of girls in the crowd. So you're good, man. You're good. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I'll play his music at like work, and like if he's there, I'm like, "Oh, do you know who this is? This guy's dope."
No, man. No, I think, my music is really storytelling, with some music behind it more than anything. It's never been for me trying to make a hit. It's always been, what kind of message, are people going to relate to the most? And because obviously you can't just say like, oh, I'm just writing, like there's some marketing that goes behind releasing the songs and that kind of thing. Because it's kind of the world that the music industry that we live in. Right.
Not yet.
Exactly. And so, it's just trying to be as consistent as you can with that message, but also...
Well, you gotta do what you feel, and that's how songs are made. That's how you get the best music.
That's how you get that
It comes from the heart. So yeah.
Absolutely.
I would say, like, out of the few artists that I really like, one of the underground, like Easy Life. Have you ever heard him?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a European artist. I'm not sure, but he definitely has your kind of tones and stuff. I wish we could listen to shit. Fucking Twitch sucks because I can't like just listen to any song.
Right.
Which we could, I guess. We'll just get
quiet.
I would say they'll just.
I'm not sure. I think Instagram doesn't do it, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out.
I don't think so. I don't believe they do.
No.
We won't play the whole song. Throw on some Easy Life. I kind of want to show them just.
Easy Life. Okay. And then after that, let's choose another song like that you feel like is like one of your best storyline.
Cool. So what's her name? Easy Life?
Easy Life, yeah. He might be out of California, honestly. I'm not.
Is it Easy E or is it like Easy? Like Easy Life?
I think it's just Easy.
Easy?
Like spelled the right way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look, I'm already messing it up.
Okay. EASY Life.
No Y?
Do Nightmares.
Easy.
That was the first one I ever heard. Yeah, actually, no, the first one I heard was called Pockets. I really like that one. It's just it's a different sound.
How'd you find them?
I explore songs. I listen to a new artist like every other day just to listen to new artists.
Awesome.
Yeah. I like to find music I don't like. I have fucking...
I'll go through.
I have French music come up on my random playlist, and it's all in French. Just because I listened to one song that was all in French, and it's like I like the beat and I like the sound, so it just started sending me like all these...
I'll type like a name in to my Spotify, and I'm like, oh, this looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not a cool song. I'll go to the next one. Like, this is cool. Nah.
See, I'm not a Spotify person though. Like I just do the YouTube music. I've never like used like Spotify for like underground artists or whatever. I just listen to random people on YouTube, and then it suggests. Once you get into like if you listen to Drake, it's just gonna suggest Kendrick Lamar and like those kind of basic artists. But if you listen to like one random song, so I listen to that he blew up on TikTok. Anna and Nicole. It's like a Tom's Diner song.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know, the dude has a super deep voice.
Yeah.
So I looked into it just to see what else they sing, and he does all kinds of covers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
The dude is German.
No shit.
Full on German. And
No
he sings
shit.
like, so if you listen to his actual songs, he's singing in German. But if you listen to any of his covers, he has that deep, fucking perfect voice. It's nuts,
I had
man.
no idea.
Yeah, you would have no idea unless you like looked into it. Like,
Wow, no,
so he
like-
actually does a cover with the dude, Milky Chance guy. He does.
Dude, that guy's from what, New Zealand, I think.
He does a couple ones.
Because he's like
I
a
could
lot
never-
of his songs are like in his language, and like some of like that grew up with like popular heroes.
Oh, and Milky
all-
Chance.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I heard that on I think Channel 93.3. They
This
told
is-
us a little something. Is this it?
Well, unless they came out with it, they might have a new album. I don't know that background. So. Oh yeah, Skeletons, Ocean View. Yeah, dude.
Okay, let's play it.
This dude's super chill. I love chill music, and like this dude, when I started listening to him, I was like, I could fucking just get down to this all day.
You know.
And even you know, the talent and the songwriting, you know, I could write the greatest song in the world where everybody loved it and still not be as successful as, you know, 90% of the artists out there. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, it's seriously all marketing. You know, all, like,
Yeah.
I'd say 80% is like of
80% marketing, 20 or probably 120% luck.
Yep. 80%. 80% marketing, 20% talent, 150% luck.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Hell yeah.
It's like, damn.
And you hear that with like a lot of people that just blew up. They're like,
Right.
they're like, it was luck. I literally am in this position because I was in a certain spot at a certain time, and I was able to get into this.
You know, that's kind of how I feel about, you know, my SoundCloud stuff is like, you know, people dig it, you know, the SoundCloud stuff, but it's like, how am I getting this many random people to listen to my SoundCloud stuff?
Yeah, is it just like share like kind of like word
Yeah,
of
I
mouth,
mean,
like word of mouth
Well,
on
I don't-
SoundCloud?
No,
or
I
is
think
it
it's more like, just like,
like an
the algorithm.
Yeah.
and it's like, why does this song do good, but not this one? Or why is this...
Does it not like show you like analytics?
No, yeah, I can see all that.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's...
Is it like kind of confusing when you're looking at it? Or
Yeah,
is it
well,
like,
it's like, why am I getting, you know, like, why does one day I just have this humongous band in Germany listening to my songs?
It's those
for,
feels,
100
bro.
times.
It's like
It's
like
the
me.
feels.
It's just
But,
some
like-
random guy that decides to look up random artists.
You know what I
and
mean?
just-
Like, and so it's just like there are a lot of. So I don't know. It's really interesting.
okay, it's kind of like the like crime dog that we met when we were talking.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Crime.
I never looked up his stuff. What'd you think?
I was, I mean, I haven't really listened to it. I looked him up. I have it on here. It's on the to-do list. And like I have this other guy, Calypso Cream.
Oh really?
He's friends with Tiffany.
Oh really?
Yeah. And I've been wanting to have him come on. I think I listened to a couple of his songs.
Yep.
And he's pretty slick as well.
Nice.
I talked to him for a minute, and then like we were supposed to do a couple of things a while back ago, but I just like I knew it wasn't the right time because like we didn't have all this set up the way we do now.
Yeah.
And like our audio was shit. Everything was like we could get by with it. Like that's okay. But I wanted like before I start bringing more people on, I wanted to have a better sound verse and be able to capture everything
Sure.
than anything else.
Yeah. Originally, we just thought it was these cheaper mics that we bought, but I think it was the mixer
I
that
think it was
really
the
changed
mixer
it up.
that-
Nice.
Because our original mixer just took to his iPhone. Well, we didn't realize if his iPhone wasn't fully charged, the mixer wasn't fucking recording the sound correctly.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah. Because it was all powered through the phone once it connected it. Because there was no power cord to the original one.
There
It
you
was
go.
just, yeah.
Yeah, no, you know, over time, like just recording stuff. You know, I used to record just. There's a couple songs going on the new P where you know I just recorded it, you know, in my bedroom and
Yeah.
spent nothing on it, and you know, use my little Yeti mic, and then, you know, Trust Me, I'm Fine, and you know, one of the singles on there, I went up to Evergreen, and I spent about 12 hours working in a studio up there with it's called the Spot Studios. Shout out Glenn and Rich. Those guys helped put together some pretty incredible stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
They really
But this
they helped direct your music kind of with you.
Absolutely. It's just so there's so much that goes that goes into like a successful song, and like it's unbelievable.
Yeah, because you're redoing like certain parts over and over and over again.
Yeah. Oh, we'll spend. I mean, we spent probably like a 10-hour day strictly doing vocals for "Trust Me I'm Fine" because there's so many, like all the fast parts in there, and like all of the different.
You gotta fine tune it.
Oh my gosh, you have to. And it's just crazy. Like we'll put one part of this take in there, different part of another take in there, and just all combine it into this. And then we make a product out of that. So, exactly
do you have any songs where you just kind of threw together and threw down? And
yeah, I think "Let Go," my first one. I basically just took that beat, pitched it up, and recorded it a couple times over it, and released it, and it's my most successful song ever. So it's like
the little things that had like the most like listens, where like the most like money you put in is like
right.
Yeah.
It's like, why is this doing
But
the thoughtfulness.
what I think it is you didn't overthink it.
Right.
You did it, you sent it out, and you let it fucking flow. And it was probably from the heart, or it was probably just like from your own self-conscious where you put it out confidently.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so too.
If you overthink a song, I don't want to say a song, but anything in general, if you overthink it, you're gonna distort it. You're gonna take the original beauty and you're gonna make it a little different.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think some songs, it needs that fine tuning and it needs that extra put on there. But then there's other times when it just hits and you feel it, and then you just have that feeling where you can just throw it out there.
Absolutely, and I'm excited to throw on because I think I'm throwing on like a vocal memo just from my phone onto the EP, and I've always felt weird about putting something. That little effort out on all major platforms.
Yeah.
But I also decided that if it's a message I want to share, and if I want that more of an acoustic feeling, that acoustic feeling to me is just like creates such a one-on-one connection with somebody because it just feels more real and not like I didn't produce all this stuff, which is obviously dope. Have songs like that, but so I'm excited to see how that'll do.
Well, it's crazy. Like Mac Miller. Fucking still has shit coming out now, even though he's been gone for fucking almost 2 years now.
Right.
Well, they always do like songs and they put them away. Like there was like a fire down in Florida or something at one of the recording studios, and they lost thousands of records that were unreleased from like the Stones and the Beatles and Eminem and Jay-Z. Yeah, like a bunch of music just gone that we'll never ever hear. And like knowing like just listening to like interviews with local and like big stars or big musicians that they have music that they don't ever put out, like it still sits down or it's not finished. Like
I probably have 20 tracks that I'll never put out.
You just kind of mess with.
Sometimes it's just an exercise. It's like I'll take this beat and then let's see let's work on. Well, sometimes I'll pick a goal, like okay today let's work on like flow, like changing the flow, and I'll write over it and spend some time doing that, or I'll do stuff like that, or I'll strictly work on production. Let's just make a chorus, like work on what can I make my production better, and it's just doing a lot of that. It's kind of what I've gotten today.
What's your preferred style of singing? You like that, like the "Trust Me I'm Fine," just kind of like a mix between that. It's like R&B and rap. Almost.
More. I love showcasing like my vocal range. That's like, I don't do it enough, but it's probably my biggest strength. And so anytime where I can do like a ballad, or like a cover of like Alicia Keys or something like that.
That was pretty fire.
So
this girl is on fire. I'm sure you could do that way better.
My voice. my
This
voice.
girl is on fire. See, look, that was way better than
I was still rapping.
Top.
I'm not gonna try. My voice.
Yeah, I should have really had to be doing that since you got a show coming up here pretty soon.
That's right, June 25th at the
Roxy Theater, June 25th. Free tickets. Thumbs up. Let us know.
Here we go.
If you want them. Let's go. But back. What song would you say describes like your storytelling? Maybe even add in like that ballad that you wanna.
Sure. Let's see that. How about right now?
You have it right now, or if you want.
I love Fever Dream.
Fever Dream.
That was a really interesting song. The first half of it was about one girl, and then that's all I had written. And then, another ex broke up with her. So the second half of the song is about that. Actually, it's about 2 different girls in the same song.
Oh, that's dope.
It's kind of funny.
All right, so Fever Dream.
So if you ever get at a roadblock, just date a girl. Split it up.
Exactly.
Date a girl,
Just
split it
split it
up.
up.
Yeah.
Please break my heart. Please break my heart.
All right, here we go. That's the next song that was about to be played. It's like it new.
Yeah.
I look at pictures from a few years ago.
Have you thought about doing music
I
videos?
see all the places where we used to
We've
go.
experimented with it a couple times, but if I were to do it, you know, I want it to be right.
I never thought that I would go
And
back.
so,
Be the rap song.
yeah, and the stuff we put a couple things together, and it's just
Animated or actual?
not like actual like acting.
Actual shit.
It's not there yet, but I'm really hoping to put some stuff out there. I have an animated one out there actually.
Oh, really?
It was actually made by a fan. I didn't even know I didn't even know he put it out until like a couple months later.
Did he message you and be like, hey, look what I did?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is this? Like, this is incredible. It was dope. So that's on my YouTube. So
That's sick. Hey, if you're listening or ever find this, send us that link. I'd love to see that.
I'm trying to be like Jamie on Joe Rogan. I'm gonna fucking look this shit up.
yeah, dude, I think you
Hey, Jamie, can you look that up for me, Jamie? Jamie, can you look that up, Jamie? Jamie, are you sure, Jamie? Enhance that, Jamie.
look up Zach Kiekhaefer and then look for like some animated shit.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna need you to bring into the mainframe too, Jamie.
You want to talk about aliens?
We did that on our Doomsday, bro. Because we did it with Bashar.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, we'll just talk about Doomsday, and then we went off on like conspiracy theories.
I don't know enough about it.
I couldn't desert you, thought you wouldn't desert me. I thought I deserved you, but you didn't deserve me. Here we are with 2 different lives, 2 kids who learn to fly. Drives wide eyes, sometimes I wish you were around.
I love this guitar sample I found. It's just like a ridiculous.
Where'd you find it at? Like, who is it?
So,
Switch the mic. Bring your mic.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's good.
Just a little closer.
Yeah. No, I think I'm trying to remember where I got this from. This might have been one on Splice or something, you know. So I don't know if you're familiar with Splice.
Not really.
Basically, it's just kind of like, you know, you pay like $5 or something.
Oh, nice.
There's just like millions of samples that you can just like, you know, search up. You know,
Just like really quick.
It's awesome. So, but yeah.
All free samples, or you actually have
No,
I
it's
paid
like
$5 a
$5.
month.
Oh, okay.
That's totally worth it.
right.
Oh, for all the samples, though, for sure.
Oh yeah, and it's like royalty free.
Yeah.
So it's like you can use all that stuff.
When I was a kid, I wanted to grow up and be in film,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like thinking about doing like B-roll for movies because they pay like pretty decent amount for getting like decent B-roll, especially like of the Rockies and like of like nature and stuff like that. I was like that'd be fun, but I was like, damn, that's kind of boring though, just running a bunch of B-roll and everything like that. And, like I wanted to make films and I got to like do my own music videos and everything.
Sure.
But I haven't done that in a long time.
Sure.
So hopefully sometime soon.
Got you. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I think everybody should have some kind of creative,
Outlet.
artsy outlet that it's just I feel like it's so therapeutic, at least for me.
No, I agree. I mean, I think this is like my creative outlet. I can't be like stuck in one place
Right.
for too long because then I start going crazy and like and they do something like nothing's happening. Like why is like I'm stuck? So I need
Absolutely.
like let's try something new.
Yeah. No.
I think mine is like mead, weed, and video games.
Yeah.
That's where I'm the best.
And then.
Yeah, no. I mean, like one night we were just hanging out. We're like, all we do is talk, like just talking for hours. Like, why don't we just do that on a podcast and see where that goes and bring other people in and start talking.
I got no sound on it, but is this it?
let's see, what's it called?
No Love Animatic.
Yeah.
Oh, we found it.
So I did that one with this kid named Boy with the Rose. Found him on SoundCloud. I was like, yo, your shit's dope. Like, let's collab. Like, word on this beat. Like, do you want to do something?
Was he here in town or?
No, dude. It was all over the internet. Like,
oh,
the
really?
whole collab was all through the internet. It was like.
It's like you send him a sample and he sends you back a sample.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let me do this. Okay.
Yeah. And so we just put that on SoundCloud. And that actually like had more listens than I thought. I just checked the other day. But like, damn, like, how much money is he making out of this?
Right. How much money am I not making off of this?
How
Damn
does
it.
that does that feed the ego a little? You look on SoundCloud and you see the views?
Sometimes. I mean, sometimes I do it, for like business, like strategy reasons, and then sometimes, it's definitely, you have to control it,
Right.
a little bit, but it helps keep me going, for sure. I mean,
You-
if
you
nobody listened to it, it'd be harder.
It's gonna hit you harder, yeah.
If
But
I'd be like,
if
yo,
I was
I'm on that
Amber Heard, I
track
would.
with you. That's dope. And I was just like, oh, yo, check out one of my old tracks that I put out with this homeboy.
Yeah.
See what you think. You
Right.
know, I mean, like, you look at it as like a business aspect because, like, when I started my own company, my whole thing was not like try to be competitive with someone else. I want to help you grow and I want to help me grow. How do we do that together and build each other up? It's not like I'm the only person out here trying to feed myself and my family.
Sure.
Like, what can I do for you too?
Absolutely.
So coming in at that, people are like, oh well, let me just post this out for you and just go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
How is Captivation?
I mean, that's kind of.
It's kind of.
I mean, I think the whole thing we.
It was too ambitious.
Yeah, it was too ambitious.
He
It was
expected
cool.
people to come forward and say, "I can't dress myself."
I can't. Yeah. No, I got a lot of wives and stuff. My husband does not dress himself.
Right.
Let me come dress him. Like, okay. Here's this price. Oh, you know what? We got it.
Yeah.
We'll go to Man's House.
Honestly, that's
We got
that's
this.
the business practice. Like the pitch you guys could have had was that, like, hey, we can make your husband look good. But then as soon as the price comes around, because suits are expensive, nice clothes are expensive.
Of course.
I actually
Getting a
started
good
it.
cut, a perm, or whatever the hell you want to get, it's expensive.
Right.
And it scares people away. You can't. There's no good way to approach people
It's like, hey, you look like shit.
that don't have money.
Yeah. It's definitely something that has to have a little bit of like.
Yeah,
fun
they have to
it.
have spending money.
Yeah.
They have to have a little bit of a leisure, and your crowd would have to be a certain level.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Right.
which I love the captivation idea.
It's
Honestly,
great.
if I had the money, yeah, I want
I
a
think just
motherfucker
I
to
think
show me
just
how to
like-
dress so I could be a pimp. You know, like I would love that. I want to come out looking like Django in a fucking purple blue suit. You know,
Right.
Like, I want to come out pimping.
One day we will. That's what I'm saying. Like and subscribe with us so we can make this a living. You know.
Sir.
Heck yeah.
What are your plans though?
For what?
Get big, make money.
Man, that's it. I'd love to, go into the music industry, like the music business side of it as well. I'm really interested in that kind of stuff and the marketing aspect, and I'd love, no matter what, I think I'll be a part of music for the rest of my life. I don't see myself doing anything else professionally.
Hey, you got the taste.
Yeah.
You get the taste and the background taste. That's what it is. Once you see the backside of everything, and you see like how everything's coordinated and how people are like getting sent out to stage, and you kind of see that flow of the network in the background.
Gotcha.
It just gets a little addictive.
Sure. Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm truly addicted to it.
Yeah.
It's nothing I love more right now than making music and.
Do you just write on your me time at all, or do you?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah. You actually writing, or are you just singing to yourself?
No, I journal quite a bit.
Okay.
I think it's always good to get your thoughts down on paper.
Definitely. I think
Give
there's
it, like,
so many
yeah.
fucking things, and I never write it down, and like fucking 10 minutes later, I'm like, what the fuck was I just talking about? What was I just thinking about?
Yeah,
It
it's just a
sucks.
feeling I've never felt before. It's like
Exactly, like with your rhymes too. You like have to jot down your rhymes if you need to like toss out like a freestyle.
You know what's funny is like I've never really been good at like freestyling, but writing if I'm in the zone, like I can write pretty well, pretty efficiently.
You can tweak it, and you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I feel too. With like anything I do.
Trust me,
if I have that extra few. Trust me.
Yeah.
that extra few seconds of just like being able to rephrase a thought, like, and then I can write it out.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at usually. Like,
Sure.
I'm really good at that kind of thing, but I never take the time to write it down.
Yeah.
So I probably had a fucking $1 million idea, and
yeah.
I just completely spaced it because I smoked entirely.
Yeah, man.
I'm always like riding in the car and I'll like rap like ridiculous rhymes and like oh that sounded really cool. What did they fucking say? Shit. And then or like even at work I'll sing when I'm like looking for something, or like I'll like rap some tunes to myself while I'm like looking at something. I'm like, oh, that was cool. But
no, the biggest actually when I'll find myself, you know, like I'll figure out a chorus or something. It's just like just a hook in my head.
Is that how it like kind of starts, like with the chorus?
I'll immediately pull out my phone and record that voice note. I mean,
Nice.
it's probably
the notes.
Oh yeah.
I started doing that. I would take my phone out and I would bring up my notes when I had a good idea, and I would just do the text to speak or whatever it is, fucking talking to my phone, and just write myself a note, but I wouldn't capture the whole idea. So then I look at my fucking note again and I'm like, 10-year what? Just some random ass thought that I had at some point, but it makes no sense when I come back to it. So I'm like, damn it.
Sure.
So
I should have been more fucking specific.
So instead of like writing out like my memos and stuff like that when I was younger, when I got like really drunk, I would go on Facebook and I would write out some fucking rap out there. And I'm like, oh, this sounds fucking dope, and I'm drunk as hell. And then the next thing I know, like it comes up on my timeline. I'm like, what the fuck, Isaac? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You're no fucking Eminem. God damn it. All right. So, I guess karaoke. Is that like one of your favorite pastime stuff to do?
You know what? I've actually never gone to like a karaoke bar before.
Really?
Dude, you gotta kill it.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite. I suck at singing, but that's my favorite type.
I probably should be doing stuff like that. But do you guys recommend any karaoke bars?
Not that you
The one
can get into.
That's the problem that we've been.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. I can't recommend a karaoke bar.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Like, what's it called? Round 2 down in was it Littleton at the Southwood Plaza Mall?
Oh,
they
right.
had like their private section.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And then there's like voice box, but I mean that shit gets kind of expensive.
Well, and it's like for like nobody.
Yeah.
Either. Yeah. If I were to do karaoke, like
you wanted to be in front of a crowd and everything.
Yeah.
Now, would you karaoke your own song at a karaoke bar?
I don't think you could.
No. What's say like if some
most of them pull it off of like a certain website.
Well, no, you can always find it. They find like it off of like YouTube and stuff like that too.
A lot of them actually have their own music lists or their own like.
I've seen that.
Their own like.
That's a whole licensing thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing is the licensing.
You just get like one song, get it licensed out for the karaoke, and just go to a karaoke bar. Like, I'm gonna sing this song.
Yeah.
So we got Zach singing Zach. I was like, what?
I would say at that point you'd just have to be like, all right, this guy.
It sounds exactly like the song.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like it's the same thing.
Like, I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Like,
it's not karaoke at that point.
That'd be super cool.
That'd be like doing like a live show, like randomly like that.
Oh yeah. Imagine if I was
fucking Jimmy Fallon or one of those night shows.
That'd be a cool thing to do. Which would be easy to do. You just have to, instead of doing a karaoke thing, just get with like the owner of the bar.
Yeah.
A lot of the bar owners are pretty fucking chill. They're like, if you want to just come and do this, I don't have to pay you. Yeah, fucking come and do it. I guarantee you'd be able to fucking just get into some little shit like that.
Absolutely,
you know?
yeah. And that's kind of that's kind of
like
the
how,
vibe that
like-
comes with it, you know.
Like even if you like, what's that? Like there's some bands that like did like secret shows and shit like that.
Yeah, I actually I'm looking at getting hooked up with some stuff like that.
Some secret shows.
Yeah, I'm talking to some people right now.
Hey, let me know, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me
Well,
know.
I can't. Cause
Well, you can't let me. You know, you got my number. you got.
you should be here tonight. I can't tell you why.
Right. I'm gonna say like I need you at this location here.
Yeah.
What? Like I can't babysitting. Well, you should probably just put that baby to bed.
Yeah. No, I actually just
Get
reached
a
out to
babysitter
him
for a
and was
baby.
like, yo, like let's hook up.
That'd be dope, dude.
Yeah, because those are super dope. I've done one of them before, and it's just like you go to a secret place, and it's like you have no idea who's gonna be singing, what kind of music.
Right. It's kind of like the old.
Super
Like,
underground shows
I-
are fucking the best.
yeah. It's kind of like the old like I don't want to say old, but like the raves that they happen like during out here that you you don't know until like hours before, and then next time you're like, oh shit, it's like it's crazy.
That's so crazy.
So we're talking about once we start getting all these like artists. Oh, you're good. You know how old this table is? So this table was around before I was around. So we're talking about getting all the like artists we have and like musicians, and finally get like all the autographs, and just getting like a pin board and start
Cool.
social like posting them and everything like
Yeah.
that. So you're the first one on top of there.
That.
Heck
Say
yeah.
less. Well, guys, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We
I
also
think
got our pick too. We always have to
we have
take
to
a
do our
pick.
pictures.
course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, with that, thank you. This is Talkin Spiciness. I am Spicy Bean Dip.
I'm Bakeness.
And
I'm Zach Kiekhaefer. Peace out, guys.